Okay, this is for anyone that was crazy enough like me to buy this Sky Squadron airplane at Radio Shack. I picked it up for like $15. Here's a couple of things you can do to make it fly better than it was out of the box. One of the first things I noticed is this thing takes really wide turns, so I had to fix the rudder a bit. So over here I just got a, where's that? Just got a piece of plastic off the lid of one of my old baby food containers and taped it on there. Makes it about 50% longer, a little bit more body on the rudder. It makes it turn a little quicker. So this thing is magnet driven also, and if you look like right here, there's a magnet that has it sort of flipping left and right on this rudder. And mine fell off, so I had to get another magnet and sort of glue it back in there. So I suggest pouring a little bit of super glue in there just to make sure it doesn't come off. This thing really vibrates, so sometimes the vibrations have stuff fall off like that. I got some packaging tape also, and kind of looks like this. And all I did was I ran tape in the bottom of this thing, left and right, you know, in the tail and the wings, just so it makes it more stiff, especially during turns. It makes it rigid and makes it turn a little bit better. Also, it makes it more durable, because I seem to be like some kind of a tree magnet with this plane, and it's hit about 6 or 7 trees so far. And so far it's still, I'm lucky it's still actually even running, you know. If you pop this off, this thing's designed to break off the wings, you know, in the event of an accident. And what I did is I actually put some pieces of rubber inside here in the tabs, so that I cut it out of a rubber band and super glued it in there. It makes it snap in a little bit more firm, but the problem is it won't break away if you happen to hit something big. So I got to make sure I don't run into anything else, because it's a really tight fit now. At the bottom there's some masking tape, like the kind you use for painting, and I cut some strips off and build it up on both sides. And what I did is when you place it on here, this thing tends to rock back and forth, and it makes it want to turn on its own sometimes. So the strips on both sides keep it more stable, keep it from rocking, and it makes it more fun when it flies straighter and doesn't turn when you don't want it to turn, you know. You can also use it for trimming. So one side you can see is built up a little bit more than this side. I found it to be turning a little bit more to the left side, I think, or the right side. So I built it up on the opposite side. It tilts the fuselage over this way, and it allows the plane to sort of fly the other direction and keep it straighter, you know. I also have this thing where I put a little crease on the tail, and I bent it slightly to the left to sort of fine-tune it. I mess with that with every flight just to make sure that it still flies straight, because it's more fun for me when I'm able to control the aircraft better. The nose sort of, since I hit a tree, you know, it sort of pushed the motor and the propeller back in. I had to actually pull it out, put some tape in there, and put a piece of paper just to have it tilt slightly downward and to the right. That's the way it normally comes. They say it flies a bit better that way. Let's see. What else is there? Yeah, that should be about it for the plane. Over in the remote control side, I got some WD-40 and some contact cleaner, and I basically lubed this thing. This is one of those sticks you have to sort of bang one direction or the other in order to make it really turn, and this way it would snap back into place, and I could just kind of bang it this way in order to make the turns. A couple of times when it would stick, it wouldn't turn as good, you know, because this thing, it was designed to sort of just bang it a couple of times. The faster you go, the sharper the turn ends up becoming. I guess other than that, the plane still flies pretty good. It's a lot more resilient now because I got a bunch of tape, you know, reinforcing it, and I'll give you updates, see how this thing goes. I want to see how far I can take my $15 into. All right. So happy flying, and I'll see you later.